Hey everyone, welcome to Crochet Realm channel. Today I have a new project for you. It's going to be this dress. I'm going to show you step by step in every little detail how I made this dress. You're going to need crochet thread Clea 1000 from Circolo. This is 100% cotton. I like to think of it that it's like an equivalent of a size 10 thread. You can either buy 5 skeins of this or choose any other size 10 thread you have at home or in your stash, or buy new from the store. 1.5 millimeter hook, and then colorful stitch markers. You're gonna need scissors and a highlighter. I find a highlighter easy to use when I am following a written pattern. So I am writing instructions for this dress as I am recording as well. So by the time you're gonna start working on this project, there will be a written pattern available on Ravelry as well. The dress is worked from the top towards the bottom. We start with the shoulder straps. We join those together in a circle, and then we work the dress in rounds all the way down. The dress I'm gonna make today is gonna be very, very similar to this, except for this middle part. I want to change that here. First, shoulder strap, leaving a 4 to 5 inches beginning tail. Make the slip knot and we'll be ready to start on our foundation chain. Row number 1, chain 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right. In the 15th stitch from hook, we have to work 2 trebles. So we're gonna have to count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So 2 trebles here. In the next stitch, work treble, chain 2, and treble. So both of these trebles are in the same stitch. All right, and in the next stitch, work another 2 trebles. Chain 4, treble into the last stitch of your foundation chain. Row number 2, chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn your work. Work 3 trebles, chain 2 and 3 trebles into the next chain 2 space. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next fifth chain stitch work a treble. 1 2 3 4 5 into this one here. That was row number 2. Now repeat row number 2 5 more times. Here are the 7 rows done. Now row 8, chain 8, turn your work into the next chain to space, work 3 trebles, chain 5 and 3 trebles. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I highlighted this chain 5 in the pattern just because it is different from all the other rows. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and end the same into the 5th chain stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 5th chain stitch, work a treble. Row 9, chain 8, turn your work in the chain 5 space into this one here. Have to work 3 trebles, chain 2, 3 trebles again, chain 2, and one more time 3 trebles. We end the row exactly as we ended the previous ones, with chain 4 and a treble into the 5th chain stitch. 1 2 3 4 5. Like this. Round 10, chain 8, turn into the first chain to space, work 3 trebles, chain 2, 3 trebles, chain 2, and in the next chain to space work again 3 trebles, chain 2 and 3 trebles. End the row as you did for the previous ones, with chain 4 and a treble into the next 5th chain stitch. 1 2 3 4 5. I promised you a very detailed video. That's why if it becomes a little bit annoying that we are repeating the same steps over and over, I apologize, but I want everyone to be able to follow the pattern and to be able to make themselves a nice dress. Row 11, chain 8, turn your work. In the first chain to space here, we work 3 trebles, chain 2, 3 trebles, just like before. If you are following this video on your phone, you can always zoom in to see better. All right, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet into your next chain 2 space, chain 4, and work again in the next chain 2 space, 3 trebles, chain 2, 3 trebles, we're going to end this row with chain 4, and a treble into the next 5th chain stitch of the previous row. Row 12, chain 8, turn your work into the next chain 2 space, as always, 3 trebles, chain 2, and 3 trebles. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet into your next space. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet into the next space. Chain 4. Into the next chain 2 space. 3 trebles, chain 2 and 3 trebles. Chain 4, treble into the next 5th chain stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here. Row 13, chain 8, turn into the next chain 2 space here. 3 trebles, chain 2 and 3 trebles. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet into the next space here. Now work twice, chain 6 and single crochet into the next space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet into the next space, that's 1 time. and one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the next space. That's second time. And then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the next chain to space, we work 3 trebles, chain 2 and 3 trebles. Chain 4 and treble into the next 5th chain stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Row 14, chain 8, turn into the next chain to space, 3 trebles, chain 2 and 3 trebles. Chain 4, single crochet into the next space. Now work 3 times, chain 6 and single crochet into the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into this next space. So that's 1 time. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the next space. That's second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the next space. That's third time. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next chain to space. We work 3 trebles, chain 2 and 3 trebles. Chain 4, treble into the next 5th chain stitch. Row 15, chain 8, turn your work. In the next chain to space, 3 trebles, chain 2, 3 trebles. Chain 4, single crochet into your next space. Now you have to work 4 times, chain 6 and single crochet into the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the next. That's second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's third time. And fourth time. Chain 4 into the next chain to space. 3 trebles, chain 2 and 3 trebles. chain 4, treble into the 5th chain stitch. Row 16, chain 8, turn into the next chain 2 space, 3 trebles, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet into the next space, work 5 times, chain 6 and single crochet into the next space. So 1 time, second time, third time, fourth time, and 5th time. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the next chain 2 space, work 3 trebles. Chain 4, treble into the 5th chain stitch. Row 17, chain 8, turn your work, skip next space, which is this one. In the next stitch, which is your first treble here, work 2 trebles. So 1 and 2. In the next stitch, work treble, chain 2, treble. And in the next stitch, work 2 trebles. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip next space, which is this one. Skip that. Single crochet into the next space. Now work 4 times, chain 6 and single crochet in the next space. That's 1 time. Second time. Third time. And 4th time. Then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip next space, which is this one, and work again 2 trebles into the next stitch. Into the next stitch, work treble, chain 2 and treble. And and 2 trebles into the next stitch. Chain 4, treble into the next 5th chain stitch. Row 18, chain 8 and turn. Skip the first space, this one. 2 trebles into the next stitch here. Treble in the next stitch. Two trebles in the next stitch. Chain 4, single crochet into your next space here. Chain 4, 2 trebles into the next stitch. Treble into the next stitch. And 2 trebles into the next stitch. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip next space, which is this one. Single crochet into your next space. And then work 3 times. Chain 6 and single crochet into the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet into the next space once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet into the next space twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet into the next space. That's the 3rd time. And then chain 4. Skip next space, 2 trebles into the next stitch, treble into the next stitch, and 2 trebles into the next stitch. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet into your next space. Chain 4. And again work the trebles. 2 trebles into the first stitch. Treble into the next stitch. And 2 trebles into the next stitch. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and treble into the 5th chain stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into this one. Row 19, chain 8 and turn. Skip the first space, this one, and 2 trebles into your next stitch. Treble in each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 2 trebles into the next stitch. Now work twice, chain 4 and single crochet in the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet into the next space once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet into the next space twice. Chain 4. Again, 2 trebles into the next stitch. Treble in each of the next 3 stitches. Two trebles into the next stitch. Chain 4, skip next space and single crochet into the next space. So we skip this one and then single crochet into the next space. And then we need to work twice. Chain 6 and single crochet in the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet in the next space once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet into the next space twice. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip next space and work 2 trebles into the next stitch. Basically here we repeat everything that we did in the beginning. So treble into each of the next 3 stitches. Two trebles into the next stitch. Now we work twice again. Chain 4 and single crochet into the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet into the next space, that's once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet into the next space, that's twice. And chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again we work the trebles the same way as we just did. So 2 trebles into the next stitch. Treble into each of the next 3 stitches. And 2 trebles into the next stitch. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Treble into that next 5th chain stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what we have at row 19. Row 20, chain 8 and turn. All right, skip next space, this one, and the next treble, this one. Treble in each of the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then chain 4 and single crochet in the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and single crochet into the next space. Into your next space, into this one, we have to work 3 trebles, chain 2, and 3 trebles. Our usual shell. Okay, and then single crochet in the next space into this one here. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip next treble, this one, and work a treble into each of the next 5 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Now chain 4 and skip next space. 1, 2, 3, 4. We skip this one and then we work single crochet into the next space. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and single crochet into the next space. Okay? And then we have chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip next space and next treble. And starting with the second one, or with the next one, work 1 treble into each of the next 5 stitches, just like we did in the beginning of this row. Chain 4, single crochet into the next space here. Into the next space, we are going to work 3 trebles, chain 2, and 3 trebles. Single crochet into your next space right here. Okay. Chain 4 and skip first treble. 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting with the next one, work treble into each of the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Treble into that 5th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now chain 1, like this. Do not fasten off yet. Cut the thread, leaving about 4 to 5 inch tail. Let's do that. All right. Now pull the thread gently through. Do not tug, just gently. And leave it alone because we will come back to it later. But while we are with this strap looking at us this way, let's take a red marker and mark this first strap with the red marker, like this. Okay. Now second shoulder strap will be worked this way. So right now the strap of the piece we just finished is looking down like this, with the wrong side facing us. Now rotate it clockwise to 180 degrees towards your right, like this. And I need the strap to look up. Flip it to your right so that the right side faces you, okay? And this tail looks towards your right. We're going to join new yarn to this little piece of thread. I like to use the magic knot. So I basically put the new yarn like this and the old yarn looks up. And then I pick them both into my hands like that. The old yarn goes over my thumb and over the new tail. And then I hold them like that, and this little tail comes inside this loop like this, and I pull, and then I switch and I do the same with the other tail. But you can join the new yarn in whatever way you feel okay with. It doesn't have to be the magic knot, it's just I like to use the magic knot. Or you can join new yarn the way you know and just weave the ends in later. I do not want to weave the ends later, that's why I do this magic knot. Okay, so still having this right side looking towards me, I'm going to start right into this first chain at this moment, and I'm gonna work absolutely everything the same as we did for the first strap. I just want to show you how I start the first row. So we started right into the first chain stitch, and I'm gonna chain 8 as usual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Into the stitch right here where we had our 2 trebles, I'm going to work 2 trebles. Basically the first row of your next strap or of your first strap. Okay, into the next stitch right here, I'm going to work a treble, a chain 2, hold on, that was a double crochet, a treble, a chain 2, and another treble into that same stitch. And in the next stitch right here, we're going to work 2 more trebles. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's work the treble into the, I think it was a 7th chain stitch, I'm not sure. So we count from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in total, from the bottom, if you count from here, 1, 2, 3, into that fourth. But if you count from the shell point, it would be into the seventh chain stitch. And this is only for the first row of your second strap. Starting with the second row, you're gonna repeat the first strap, absolutely the same, in the exact way. I also like to take a teal marker, and I'm going to mark the shoulder seam right here, because you're gonna work the rows and you're gonna want to count your rows. So you wanna make sure to count from this point here. Okay, now that I showed, so continue working in the same way as the first strap, and end the second strap in the same way with a chain 1 here, and leaving that tail in order to join. Maybe later in the project we might need, we will use this, definitely we will use this before other steps, but just so you know, end it in the same way as the first one, okay? And once you have done strap number 2, mark that with a blue stitch marker, and then work third shoulder strap exactly like the first one. Mark the third one with a light green marker, and then work the fourth shoulder strap exactly like the second. The fourth shoulder strap you do not need to mark with any stitch marker, but do not cut the thread at the end, because from there we're gonna keep working on and we need that thread. And this concludes part 1 of our dress, and I will see you in part 2. Thank you for watching.